And welcome one, welcome all to beautiful, sunny Kenosha Art Keller Field at Carthage College. Game delayed about 40 minutes thanks to torrential downpour coming from the southwest. You wouldn't know it by this first face-off. It's yours truly, Peter Ferrari. Thank you for joining me on the Firebird Broadcasting Network. Carthage comes in 9-4 overall, 2-1 in the CCIW play, and of course, against him today, his heated rival from right over the border in Illinois, North Central College. The Cardinals come in 6-6 overall, 2-2 in the CCIW. So a very important conference game between these two squads. Both teams started warming up at just about 10:45 and 11 o'clock Central Standard Time before both teams ran off the field. Gusts 40 miles per hour plus, and it was not looking good at the start. But again, based on the weather forecast, things were going to clean up, and everybody sat tight, enjoyed themselves, warmed up a bit, and now it is beautiful sunny skies for this crucial CCIW matchup. As we stated, the Cardinals come in at 6-6 overall, 2-2 in the conference. So as 500 as you can get on both fronts, and they are looking to make some way in the CCIW against their heated rival, the Firebirds. Congrats as well to the Firebirds men's volleyball team, back-to-back national champions. Congratulations to them. We can talk about that more as the game goes on. Wearing the visiting blacks are the Cardinals of North Central College. They will be going left to right across your screen with white numbers and letters, red trim. Opening face-off, Carthage trying to get possession. Still on the ground, 5-6 players taken away by the Cards. The home Firebirds wearing the home blacks with, the home whites with red numbers and letters and black trim. So it's the Battle of the Birds, Firebirds versus Cardinals in this crucial CCIW matchup. 2-game win streak for the Cardinals. Their last game a few days ago, 16 different players scored for North Central. So they have absolutely been on the attack of late. So have found themselves in a bit of a groove and finding the back of the cage for the pass over the middle. Far wing making a run in behind to X. Rand goes top to McQuarrie. McQuarrie takes a run, shoots that one low. Outstretched stick of DeCuna, able to maintain possession. So the sleek black helmets for the Cardinals. Near side, all good. Getting the starting goal today, Aiden Murphy. Didn't start the season at goal. A quick pass in, but mishandled by Eberhardt. And Coach Jay Farrell, goal for Cardinals as they draw first blood this afternoon in Kenosha. Nice swing around play. Thought he was going to pass it. That's why I was talking about the coach. And next thing you know, bam, went for the shot, found the back of the net. Quick 1-0 lead for the visiting North Central Cardinals. Nick Rubino with the goal. A few players for the Cardinals nearing some career marks as possession goes to the Cardinals. DeCuna has it near side, cradling with the right, switches back left. Rubino sat at 24 points, now up to 25 on the season. pass toward the top. That bounces and in. Second goal of the afternoon for the Cardinals. Tom Eberhardt finds the back of the cage. And in the first 2.5 minutes, 2 quick goals by the Cardinals. Again, Nick Rubino sat at 88 points. He is now at 89 overall. Jack Moran at 89 and Allgood at 93. That's on the career mark. So a few players inching toward that 100 career point mark. As Nick Rubino gets one closer, and Tom Eberhardt. Cardinals still haven't had much of an offensive possession. Clean check away. Cardinals get possession. You know, we've seen a few times this year where Carthage trailed early, found their way back into the contest more times than not one. But against a heated rival such as that of the Cardinals, you don't want to let this get too far away. Again, a monstrous output their last game just a few days ago against Carroll College on Wednesday, 22-6. Again, which was following a close victory against Elmhurst 9-8. Close loss against Augustana 6-7. And so that was their biggest offensive output of the year. So coming off 22 goals, 16 different players. Big save by Raphael. Again, Raphael, he is on the ground. He is hurt. Let's hope he's okay. I believe it hit off the shin. Blake Raphael is the reigning CCIW Defensive Player of the Week. He had 14 saves versus Transylvania. It's the second time this season he's had that mark. We're waiting to see where he got hit. He's now standing up, so that's a good sign. Might have jumped up under the cage. They're checking his face right now, so that may have bounced up or a stick. Or maybe he got some pellets from the field turf in the eye. Let's hope he's okay. Being tended to by the medical staff of Carthage. Looks like I can't tell if they're checking the forehead line or the eyes. Nonetheless, looks like Raphael's going to stay in the game. So clock stopped, 11:37 remaining in this first. And already a 2-0 lead for the Cardinals. Raphael bounces back up, and possession will stay for the Firebirds. And mishandle by Jack Ney. Very rare misguided pass. As we have substitutions for the Cards. Box and roll, pass in, misguided. And the Firebirds have possession. Ney in a full sprint. As he passes back to set up the attack for Ben Kroc. Kroc, the freshman out of Vernon Hills. Again, you can hardly see any resemblance of the rainstorm. No puddles remain. It was a downpour. But nonetheless, now turned into a perfect afternoon for NCAA lacrosse. Andrew Johnson at the top, the 5'9", 170-pound sophomore. Nice dodge to the far wing. Passes inside. Not able to hold it was Kroc.
Bring it in, Alec, bring it in.
Top of the point for Fry. Down goes far, but picked up by Carthage. Over the middle, down, goal! George Birchfield gets the Firebirds on the board with 10:03 remaining of the first, so just about 5 minutes in. Beautiful pass. It was actually set up by the missed shot, but picked up cleanly behind the X by a teammate. That being Alec Gurn, it looked like, picked it up behind X, quickly fired it in Birchfield. So Birchfield, the second he saw a teammate was going to retrieve the ball without it having going out of play, streaked in on the attempt, found the alley, back of the cage. Carthage now trailing 2-1. The assist by Michael Stell. So Stell was behind the cage. Card setting up the attack. DeCuna. Now Moran. It's like a bit of a zone defense so far for Carthage. Just in no man's land for that pass. Ground ball picked up by Sam Wallace. Sam Wallace making a run. Finding a teammate in stride, Johnny Lane. Stell now. Far side, past the goal line. To Johnson. And one time over to Kroc. Man defense for the Cardinals. Too far. Andrew Johnson. Pass to the goal line. Kroc looking to set up the Carthage attack. Thought about long range pass inside, point blank range. Kick save by Aiden Murphy. I mean, absolute point blank was Alec Gurn. He was surprised that there was nobody near him. Somebody missed their mark. Another save by Murphy. Minutes remain in the first. 2-1. Cards still lead. Two quick goals in the first 3.5 minutes by the Cardinals. Carthage answered back just about 5 minutes in. CCIW matchup. Plenty of implications with the outcome of this game. And you know, between this bitter rivalry, regardless if the records are coming in, you know, both teams going to absolutely deliver their best effort. Two on one, 3 on 1. Wasn't able to find the lane. Was Tom Eberhardt. He had the clear out, so one at a time. Carthage was stepping over. On the slide. That shot too high by Russenberg. Pivoting, Rubino. Oh, Rubino's pushed down. Sure what the call's going to be, though. It should should be Cards possession, as Johnson waited at the 50. Nonetheless, they are going to move it back to the spot of the infraction, right at the goal line. Shot, save, Raphael! In a beautiful 14-save game against Transylvania. Shot and in! What a transition! As the Cardinals were on the ride from the second Carthage got possession. Pass about 10 yards or so out. Another goal for the Cardinals. So yeah, the turnover was actually by Raphael. Eberhardt was able to get the ground ball. And 3-1 your score. It's like the officials are going to check the stick of Tom Eberhardt. Joey Acuna had the goal. I believe the bottom end of the stick came loose. For Eberhardt, so the officials had to check. He's still working on it, as you can see. Just trying to get it to stay. You know, between the weight distribution of the stick, along with grip, you know, that has a very huge impact. Far side, Joey Workman into play for the Firebirds. Birchfield looks for Kroc. Near side to Johnson. Johnson looking to set up the attack. Box and roll, one of his strong points. Oh, as he is tackled hard. And there is going to be a penalty. I mean, he was hit hard, for lack of a better term. Defender Trenton Harobin. Looks like he might be seeing the bench. That will be a 1-minute infraction against Harobin. One-man advantage, man up, man down situation for the home Firebirds. They trail 3-1. Cross check is the official call. Let's see what the Firebirds can do with this. Looks like a 2-1-2 zone. Defensively. Pass in, point blank, trying to rip it around, not able to find the goal. Andrew Johnson had a point blank attempt. That is 2 misses. Fighting through. Now they have numbers. Ewan tried to pass it off to Acuna. As that'll go. Possession Carthage, they have 20 seconds of that advantage. Let's see if they do something with that or decide just to set things up. Looks like as time trickles down. Oh, and Carthage loses possession. Far side Birchfield. Not able to maintain possession. So with 4:45 on the dot remaining in the first, 4 seconds left in the man-up advantage for the home Firebirds. They trail 3-1. Actually waiting to see this. This may now be possession. Or may actually be a timeout. It is. It's not going to be a timeout called by the home Firebirds. We'll take it with them as it'll be another infraction, it looks like, against Cardinals Brook Green, if I'm seeing the number correctly, as offsides was Evan Wantabe, number 29. So Evan Wantabe was offsides, so it'll be an extra man opportunity for another 34 seconds. We'll have more of that when we come back on the Firebird Broadcasting Network. We come back. 4:45 on the clock. Yours truly, Peter Ferreira on the Firebird Broadcasting Network. Thank you for joining us this beautiful Sunday afternoon. Again, I say beautiful because it truly is as clear skies as you're going to see. Beautiful April day. It was not that way at the original start time as the sky clears up, but you can see on the far left side past the goal line of the Cardinals, quite a lot of puddles in the track and field area. Again, it was a downpour. Beautiful save again by Murphy. My goodness, 3 outstanding saves. And there will be a penalty as the 34 seconds has gone away. 64 degrees in Kenosha. So I believe that will be a penalty on Carthage. Ground ball was picked up by Lilga. Waiting for the official word. We are flipping sides. Not quite sure if that's going to be a man-up opportunity. Was pushed from behind, so wouldn't be surprised either way. It is going to be a man-up opportunity. 30 seconds. Delay of game caused by Andrew Johnson. So man up for the Cards as they are up 3-1 on the scoreboard. Shot high, save! Reigning CCIW Defensive Player of the Week, Raphael, showing off his beautiful stick work. Falling out of the stick as he was rearing back, Eberhardt tried for a lightning shot and it just slipped out of the stick. Nonetheless, they maintain possession, so time of possession is definitely favored North Central today. One, 3-2 zone, it looks like now, where it might switch back to a man, possibly a soft man. It's hard to tell. They may be jumping in between. Now, it is a zone. Nice dodge by Allgood. Decided to pass. No movement, really. One there. Found it down! Saw that one coming a mile away. Scott Allgood, top of the point, looped around 3 defenders for Carthage was able to get a clean pass and easily found the back of the cage. Raphael was playing far post. All good went near post, and goal for the Firebirds. Or excuse me, goal for the Cardinals. 4-1 your score with an even. 3 minutes remaining in the first period. Again, we talked about a 500 team, but nonetheless, it's a team that has 2 wins, including a 22-goal outburst a few days ago. So you know they have the capabilities to score, and the third game ago was a very close 1-goal loss to Elmhurst. Now, as we've discussed, Carthage has had deficiencies in the scoring column early in some contests this year, have found their way back and ahead and won some of those. There's also been games where they've gotten down early and just have never found their footing and came out on the losing end of things. So it's been truly one or the other. Not a lot of, neck and neck games this season. It's either down early, coming back with a substantial victory, or it's been a down early, never found their footing and let it slip away and never got back close enough. So, tale of 2 teams. But let's not forget, Aiden Murphy with 3 goals saved himself beautifully, some from point-blank range, so very easily could be a 4-4 contest. Another save right into the back of the net of Murphy from Lindenhurst, Illinois, Grays Lake North High School. Again, not many starts this season, but started picking up playing time within the past few games and has proven himself as Jack McLeod had seen a lot of playing time, but seems to be turning from the junior to the freshman in the cage. 1:10 and so remaining in the opening period. Alec Gurn, just under 70 on the shot clock, so they'll take the shot when it's there. Subbing in now is Fry. $50 seconds on both clocks. Oh, a mishandle again by Carthage. Running down is Harobin. Looks like he might have twisted his ankle. He's running it off. And now with 30 seconds remaining, shot, save again. Ben Kroc was looking strong near post, not able to deliver. And with 26.8 remaining, Carthage will hold on likely for the final shot of the opening period. Birchfield keeping it himself. Fires! Back to the cage! Goal for the Firebirds! Beautiful play, kept it himself.
Firebirds goal number 6 for Birchfield.
Boom! Shakalaka. And with 12.5 remaining, the home Firebirds cut the lead in half, 4-2. See some majestic birds soaring in the skyline, if you can see that off the left side. Wind not as aggressive as it was the past 2 days. So it seems that the rainstorm was the end of it. Looks like clock has now started. Cards looking for a final shot, 2-1, and they're not able to get the shot off. Mad at himself is Connor Holderness. And at the end of one, the Cardinals lead 4-2 in the Battle of the Birds in CCIW men's lacrosse action. We'll be right back. Welcome back, Firebird Broadcast Network. Peter Ferrari on the call. Beautiful Sunday afternoon. We know you have a lot to watch, so we're glad that you're here with us on the Firebird Broadcast Network. Again, congrats goes out to the men's Firebird volleyball team and Coach Key Kafer, back-to-back national championships at the volleyball level. An outstanding job. I had the pleasure of calling some of those matches this year early on, and you can tell that they were firing on all cylinders early and often and did not slow down. So congrats again to that squad. 14 and a half remain. Outside to inside, nothing there. Resetting the offense for the Cardinals. Behind the cage, McQuarrie. Over to Moran. Big save, Raphael. Who else? Really making a case to be the CCIW goal keep of the year. Carthage now on the offensive. Ben Kroc. Nice juke move. Holding on, right stick to left is Birchfield. He does a dodge inside. Strong defense by Dylan Milnark. Taking a shot, kick save, and a beauty by Murphy to get possession. Back to the Cards. And we will have a timeout. So just under 2:15 into the second period. And the visiting Cardinals will need a timeout. We'll take it with them. Firebird Broadcasting Network. Welcome back, Firebird Broadcast Network. Peter Ferreri at Art Keller Field, home of Carthage Athletics at Carthage College. Make sure you give them a follow at Carthage Sports on Twitter. Hashtag Fired Up. Cardinals lead 4-2. Slow start for Carthage, but just slow start in terms of actual netted goals. They have had a good amount of shots on goal this afternoon. So shots on goal is 8 for Carthage out of the 12 shots. 10 shots on goal for the Cardinals. 6 saves apiece for each team. 17 ground balls to the 6. 17 ground balls for the Cardinals to the 6 of Carthage. Truly a difference. Carthage now retreats. Andrew Fry. Stop and go. Passes behind. Not a lot of movement. Really setting things up. It's going to be Croc. Inside! Goal for the Firebirds. Beautiful pass from Croc over to Birchfield. Laser point accuracy. This is what it sounds like when doves cry. 4-3 Firebirds, trailing only by 1. Beautiful pass in. We were seeing if there was going to be any movement for Carthage while Croc had possession, and all of a sudden 0-60 went Birchfield. Cards lead diminished to 2-1. Let's see if they can answer now. Jack Moran going right to left. Nice movement there by Everhart. Taken away by Carthage, plucking it out of the sky and making a run is Johnny Lane. And past the far pipe is Michael Stell. Substitution now. Lane gonna check out to set up the offensive attack for the Firebirds. So far, only one true ride, it seems, and that was by the Cardinals, resulting in a goal. Firing too high was Andrew Fry. Johnson! My goodness, fires 100 miles an hour, it seems. A beautiful shot. I'll be your Huckleberry. Goal. Firebirds. They're now tied at 4 apiece. Beautiful job by Andrew Johnson. He came in with 55 points and 120 shots. He's at a .525 percentage, and the Firebirds have now tied it up after coming from behind. We talked about tale of two teams, and this is the one, if you're a Firebird fan, you want to see. where although you were down early, you knew you had the wherewithal to come back. Teammate Hayden Jones, backup goalkeep out of Mayo High School, is hyping his bench up. Rolling it safely on the ground. And I'd be intrigued to see what the conditions are like. Probably a slick field still as it continues to dry up. It's been all Carthage this second period. As we'll see if Croc has that same move. He decides to go inside after the dodge. Long range, and that goes far. So taking a long range shot was Fry. Croc thought about it. He sets up far post. He's actually knocked down. It's Birchfield. He decides to take a long-range shot as well, to no avail. 8 seconds on the shot clock, so Carthage will have to pass and go or keep it himself. Johnson keeps himself, passes one time, 10 yards out. Oh my goodness, it hit the crossbar. You could almost hear it from up here. As the Cardinals now have possession. Plucked again out of the sky by Carthage. Running, firing. Rafael Zastro came from about 30 yards in front of his own goal and just sprinted and decided to take the shot. Nice idea. Tied at 4. Birchfield, left to right down. Tried a bounce shot, no avail. Rotation on the side of the Cards. Let's see if they decide to man up now. It has been all Carthage these past few minutes. Under 8 remaining in the half. Pass, point blank range. George Birchfield, goal for Carthage. Bang, bang! Taking the lead now. First lead of the afternoon for the home Firebirds. 22 shots for Carthage to the 13 of the Cardinals. Picking up the pieces again. Long range. I love it when a defender like Sam Wallace in that circumstance decides to rear back and fire with the defensive stick. Nonetheless, shot high. Possession maintains Carthage. It has been, I've said it more than once. With the way the first period was going, you felt the Cardinals could easily run away with this. That has not been the case, as Carthage has stormed back shot after shot after shot, and now lead 5-4. Quick pass inside, goal! Oh, it looked like a goal. They are going to call it a goal. From my vantage point, it looked like it hit the near side pipe and ricocheted in, then went out there. Going to claim it stays Andrew Johnson. Another goal with the assist from Ben Croc. Cardinals may consider a timeout. Now it is 6-4. At one point, 4-2, a 4-0 rally for the home Firebirds. Cardinals get possession off of the face-off. Good play by Dylan Anderson, the freshman, the Pinnacle High School in Phoenix. Cardinals now defended toughly, but Rubino fires and gets the answer back. Beautiful play as Rubino was left alone on the left wing, and Scotty Allgood made a run, was approaching X, almost no-looked it back to Rubino, and a beautiful play as Raphael wasn't able to make the adjustment in time. Cardinals stop the 4-0 rally, now 4-1 rally for the Firebirds. They still maintain the 1-goal lead with 6:21 on the clock. Picking up the pieces. Carthage has possession. It's the defender, Smilanic. Bit of a pick play, but standing still was Wantabi. Let's see if they do the same thing. It was there, but not able to find the outlet was Eberhardt. But that outlet was there again to Rubino. You're going to have to mark Rubino. He's one of the offensive powerhouses for NCC. Outside, inside, hitting the ground hard. Strong defensive check by Jack Ney. They're going to get possession, they being Carthage. So Allgood took the shot. 5:20 remaining, first half. Nice outlet pass on the clear attempt. Subbing out for Carthage is Johnny Lane. His top three are Fry, Birchfield, and Kroc. Johnson, left wing. Two players at X. Timeout called. Lead by the visiting Cardinals. Timeout called by the home Firebirds. We'll take it with them. 4:56 remaining in the second period. Firebirds lead 6-5 on the Firebird Broadcasting Network. Welcome back. 6-5 your score on the Firebird Broadcast Network. Gotta make sure my microphone works now and again. Thank you for being with us this Sunday afternoon. I give an early shout out to the staff and crew of Carthage College. An outstanding job as always in the tech room, on the cameras. No better place to work from a broadcasting perspective, so thank you to them. 6-5, 4:30 on the clock. Carthage maintains possession. Andrew Johnson to start things off. Johnson thought about the pass. Good defense. Still was covered by Steve Dale. Shot! Goal! Number 45! Andrew Fry! Da-da-da-da-da! I'm loving it! 6-5 your score. Moving up to 7-5 with 4:09 remaining in the half. Fry finds the back of the cage unassisted. And on 27 shots, 7 of them landing in the back of the net for the home Firebirds. You see the shadow, what looks like a falcon, coming close to the field. A lot of large aviators in the air today. I mean, we're not talking small birds here, folks. Hawks, falcons. They must have heard it's the Battle of the Birds. I had to say it. I had to say it. Really appreciate with the sun shining. Haven't had much sun this season for the Firebirds here in Kenosha, to see just the majestic shine of the helmets of the Firebirds. Nice metallic red. Shot save, Raphael! You can hear the Carthage faithful getting excited. Making a run was Haefel Zastro. Carthage wanting a call, not getting one. As crossing midfield is McQueary. McQueary, the sophomore out of Washington, Illinois. Seven saves so far for Raphael, 7 for Murphy. However, some of the Murphy ones, just absolute gems. Short range. You thought they were absolutely going to go in, but proved otherwise. Remaining in the half. Ground shot, no good. Past the far pipe was Eberhardt. And they're saying possession is going to go that way at Carthage again. A 5-1 run for the home Firebirds. It was all Cards in the first. It's been all Carthage in the second. Nice rotations for both squads. Healthy bench for both teams. When it's a CCIW game such as this, you want to have, all the best available for both teams. We're seeing that here. Beautiful Art Keller Field, home to soccer, lacrosse, football. Looking for an outlet, finding one far wing down, and that ricochets over the crossbar. Looking for the bounce shot was Kroc, as there is 65 seconds remaining in the half. Checking the shot clock. 6, 5. That's going to roll to midfield. Let's see if it stays possession. Just having to chuck it over the goalpost. That is going to bounce into the parking lot. Now they were looking for a reset of the clock. So the reason they're saying, so Andrew Fry said the reason he took that long range shot is because the shot clock showed 1. So he figured, why not? Because either way, possession is going to go to the Cardinals. Let's just reset it up. Turns out that the Cardinals had possession perceived long enough on that ground ball that it's going to go back to Carthage. So they're saying that when Fry picked it up and fired from midfield, so it looks like they're getting an official, Coach Farrell's asking for an explanation, but he's getting told that when it crossed midfield, it looked like Eberhardt gained possession. It was either Eberhardt or Rubino, gained possession briefly, and then lost it to send it back to Carthage. And so when Fry took the shot, in essence, it should have been a new shot clock. It's like a possible blue jay just flew by. I'm telling you, the birds today. I haven't seen a bat. I'm trying to jinx it, but nonetheless, holding on. Shot clock more or less off. 15 seconds remaining in the half. Birchfield and company would like to put one more on. Birchfield makes a dodge. Pushed away, pushed down. It is 5-on-1. No whistle. Well, I guess that is one with 2.4 left. Trying to pass into no avail. Hitting the ground is Johnson. Birchfield was surrounded by 5 Cardinals, but nonetheless, at half with a 5-1 run, the Firebirds of Carthage College will go into half leading 7-5 against the visiting Cardinals out of North Central College. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, third period action on the Firebird Broadcasting Network. Welcome back. Firebird Broadcasting Network's second half of action about to be underway. Thank you for joining us this afternoon from Kenosha. I'm Peter Ferrari on the call as the Cardinals come in trailing 7-5 at the beginning of the second half. Face off now. Good face off between players able to chip it away. Is Joey Workman putting in the work. And I will say, I arrived about 2 hours or so before the anticipated start time, so about 11 o'clock Central Time. When I arrived, he was on the sideline working on that very move. So hats off to him, putting in the work where you need to, again, because if this results in a goal, it starts with a solid face-off. Some numbers into the first half: 28 shots for Carthage, 19 for North Central. 7 saves each team. 2 penalties for North Central, 1 for Carthage. 6 faceoffs, 1 for Carthage to 9 for the Cardinals. Pass near side, Croc. One more time. Thinking about it. Deciding not to. Gurn now making a run with it are the Cardinals. They know they can score as they did so early and often. Taking a long-range shot was Wantambi. Wantambi out of Anaheim, California. It's always fun to see players from outside the Midwest find their way whether western suburbs of Chicago or Kenosha for the Firebirds. Bouncing one down and in. Raphael couldn't get there. He wanted it the whole way. Jack Moran out of Rosemont, Minnesota. Pumped once, pumped twice. Third time on the cradle. Down and in. Raphael couldn't get there. 7-6. The Cards within 1. Again, I'll be intrigued to see the pace of which the Cardinals come out in this third period. And the reason I say that is they came out firing on all cylinders. 2 goals in almost 3 minutes of the beginning of the game, and then ended the first period with 4. Only 1 goal to speak of in the entire second period, and already 1 in the first 90 seconds of the second half. Johnson trying to set up the attack. Looks like a 2-1-2. Make it a 3-1-2 zone. As they may be switching off now to a soft man. So again, Cardinals have kept it very unique on the defensive side. Really kept Carthage at bay. Johnson, Croc. Back to Johnson. Good defense by the Cardinals. Johnson isn't scared to make that shot. Croc, short range. Rolling around, looking for a pass, not there. Johnson now with 10 seconds left. He's looking for a box and roll. Fires directly. And looks like the plastic part of the stick between the actual bar and the net. So good stop by Murphy. 30th shot by Carthage. Carthage lead now 1. It was 7-5 coming out of half. All good would like to tie things up on this possession. Turning around. Looks like it hit the near pipe and bounced out. No goal. Looking for a clearing pass is Jamison Stahl, or was Jamison Stahl, as he gets back into his defensive point position. Near side, Croc on the cradle. He decides to look for an alley. Johnson's got it short range. Good save, Aiden Murphy, the freshman. Regaining possession, saved again by Murphy. Push from behind. Kind of shrugged his shoulders. Rutger Rawlings for the Cardinals. Momentum could have been in the favor of Carthage to fall on that with a slight touch, but nonetheless, wasn't going to fall on his own. Another save by Murphy. Save after save after save in this second half. 32 shots by Carthage. 4 shots in this third period alone. Taken away by Carthage. Near side, point blank. Johnson drops it over the left shoulder of Aiden Murphy. You've been hit by, you've been struck by a smooth criminal. Carthage extends the lead back to 2, and with 10-10 remaining in the third, it's 8-6 Firebirds. For the face-off, Joey Workman. And he's able to come away with it. To Johnson. Save again by Murphy. My goodness, Murphy is just being bombarded with shots. But save after save after save. Good job by Johnny Lane to regain possession again for Carthage. Carthage has numbers. Johnson, one time, down, over the top. Beautiful play by Alec Gurn for another goal for the Firebirds. And that's the way, I like it. 3-goal lead for the Firebirds, 9-6 with 9:37 remaining in the third. Beautiful turn of events there. The assist by Andrew Johnson. As looking for the face-off that time for Carthage was Hayden Fisher. As he now runs off the field of play. Two stalwarts in the CCIW. A 7-2 run that started in the second for the Firebirds. Block high in the sky by Raphael, the reigning CCIW Player of the Week. timeout to be called. Carthage number 2 in conference standings at 2-1. They trail only Illinois Wesleyan, who's 5-0 overall, looking to make it 3-1 and continue their winning ways. We'll find out if they can get there on the Firebird Broadcasting Network. Coming out of the timeout, again, the standings as they are as of today in the CCIW: Illinois Wesleyan at 1, Carthage 2, Elmhurst, Transylvania, and North Central locked up, tied for third at that 2-2 mark. Augustana sits at 2-3, Carroll at 0-5. Shot, no good, but retrieving it are the Cards. 3-goal advantage for the Firebirds on a 7-2 run. Thank you for joining us this beautiful Sunday afternoon. Oh, what a nice pass! Tom Eberhardt out of Canelan High School did a bit of a hop on the left foot, fired toward the left side of Raphael inside the right pipe, back of the net, 9-7. Cards off of the timeout from Carthage, able to get another goal. So Cardinals still within firing range, only down 2. Tripped up right off the face-off is Dylan Anderson, trips up Workman. For what it's worth, not too chippy of a game between rivals. Sometimes you see it early, sometimes if things get out of hand, but nonetheless pretty controlled. I think both teams know there's so much at stake here this afternoon that you don't want any unnecessary action to draw a flag, draw a card. Johnson. Outside, inside, nice roll. Beautiful dodge moves by Johnson, not able to find anything. Good defense by the Cards. Let's see what Gurn can set up this time. Gurn has been thwarted on some short-range attempts by Murphy. And that hit near pipe. Trying to make a dive was Gurn, but goalkeeper Murphy was able to get farther back. Shot clock reset, 7 remaining in the third. As the substitutions come through, as Tom Eberhardt looking to set up the attack for the Cards. Passes one time, now looking as All Good. All Good goes far side. And now back to Moran. Moran near wing, keeping it himself, loses possession. Good check, ground ball 4, 5, 6, 7. Who's going to come away with it? And the defender, Wallace. Good job passing it up to Johnson, as Johnson now looks to set up on the left wing for the home Firebirds. Looking left to right. Oh, finding it point blank right into the midsection of Murphy. Took one in the breadbasket. Continues on. For a lesser man, they may not feel as good. He's actually taking a squatting for a bit of a breather right now. That could have knocked the wind out of you. Cards again trailed by 2. Solid defensive play by Kroc, holding his position. Pass one time and in. Joey DeCuna out of Cedarburg, Wisconsin, has the visiting Cardinals inching closer, now within striking distance, 1 goal away from the equalizer. As the Cardinals go from 9-6, now trail by only 1, 9-8, with about 4.5 remaining in the third. Looks like face-off is going to go the way of the Firebirds as they roll the clock. Gets the pick from Kroc, lowers his shoulder, and that will be high. So Johnson kind of lowered his shoulder, but it's more so to get positioning. It seems that Hurribin was on his heels. So with 52 on the shot clock, 4:08 remaining. Carthage's lead down to 1. Last time it got to this point, they went on a little bit of a run. See how they can finish out the third. Man defense this time. Point blank! Beautiful pass! He's yelling, "Let's go!" George Birchfield extends the lead back to 2 for the Firebirds. We just talked about it was a firm man-to-man defense, and Birchfield beat his man, found the alley, and goal. Johnson stretching out. And lead again extended back to 2. 10-8 your score. Workman trying to get the ground ball and chips it back. Big turn of events here. Now, we talked about more than once during the contest that Carthage is a tale of 2 teams. They get down early and either just stay down the entirety of the game, or they find their way back, take the lead, and just maintain that. It's been that team today. Not many times has Carthage started out hot and maintained that streak. It's slow start, but it's not how you start, it's how you finish. Beautiful finish by number 3, Michael Stell, the attacker out of West Lynn, Oregon. Beautiful Firebird goal, the assist by Alec Gurn.
Goal number 3, Michael Stell.
11-8. It was 9-8 at the 4-minute mark. And then within a mere 36 seconds, back-to-back goals by Carthage to extend that lead back to 3. As the Cards now try to set it up, they have an inside lane, and that was a misplay on defense as 47, Jamison Stahl, gave the whole right pipe lane to North Central, and my goodness, he could have walked it in. I don't know if he thought he had backside support, but nonetheless, all good. Quickly returns the favor to have the Cards come back within 2. I mean, he took one step left. I think All Good was like, there's no way he's going to give me this lane, and he just went straight up and shot it in. Rare defensive mistake by Carthage, but nonetheless, Smilanek setting things up for Johnson. Johnson over to Stell. Defense again by Dale. Smilanek goes to the bench. Yeah, a good passer by Carthage. The reason I mentioned a good pass is because early in the game, they weren't even able to, pass to each other, having to go out of bounds, free possessions to the Cards. And with 2 minutes remaining in the third, see if they hold us as much as possible. Ben Kroc, 30 seconds remaining. Oh, and it looks like a player for Carthage. I can't get the number from here. It could be a cramp, but I mean a player for Carthage, where the official is right now, just standing by himself, dropped to the ground in agony. I think it's a cramp as he is hobbling off. At first, I mean, when it's those non-contact injuries that really worry you, but again, he's holding his leg as if he cramps. So again, when you're warming up for 2 hours and have to stop on a dime because of the weather implications, and then quickly pick back up to start a game, hit over the head. It's like a rugby scrum at this point. Ground ball, and it matriculates over to Aiden Murphy with 1:20 remaining. Cards get within 1 again. Scott Allgood over to Moran. Moran to set up the attack. Cardinals haven't needed a lot of set plays today. There's a good pick. It's more so been, if they're still, they find one teammate streaking. If not, it's been one-on-one. Down side shot. Past the near pipe. And with 32 ticks remain on the game clock, 13 even on the shot clock, Cards look to hold for the final shot of the third. Defense by Ballsbow. Save away Raphael, but then it ricochets back. And a goal by 15, Tom Eberhardt out of Elburn, Illinois. And with 15 ticks remaining in the third, the Cardinals get that lead back to only 1. So it's as many as 3, but every time it got close to 1, Carthage was able to extend that lead back. Let's see how things wind up in the final 15 seconds. It is a close game. Always what you like to see if you're a fan of each squad. Of course, you'd prefer a blowout. But nonetheless, if you want good lacrosse, you're seeing it here with 3, 2, 1. And losing possession as he falls to the ground. He might have gotten hit on an arm, so we'll see. We're actually in the midsection, so we'll go to the fourth. A slim 1-goal lead for the home Firebirds. Will they maintain that lead and come out victorious, or the visiting Cardinals out of conference rival North Central College have something to say about it? When we come back, the conclusion of the Sterling Lacrosse matchup, NCAA Lacrosse, on the Firebird Broadcasting Network. Welcome back to the Firebird Broadcasting Network. I'm Peter Ferreri on the call. One of the final games of the regular season for both squads. Carthage sits 2-1 in CCIW play. North Central at 2-2. Both teams needing a victory in the log jam in the middle of the conference. Carthage started out slow, trailing 4-2. Came back firing on all cylinders with a lead at half. And that's going to be a goal 23 seconds into the fourth. North Central's fans are getting excited. A beautiful diving shot. And folks, we are tied at 11. All drama to finish things here. You thought when Carthage got their own 3-goal advantage that one more may have really put things out of reach in the third, with Carthage doing an excellent job all season milking that clock in the fourth. Cardinals had something to say about it, getting quick goal after quick goal at the conclusion of the third and getting one early here in the fourth. It is all Cardinals now, just the way it started. Tied at 11. Find the right shot is home Carthage. That one wide right. Still now to pick up the pieces. box and roll to try to get inside. Wasn't there. Resets up. Look for Johnson far side. That's what he likes to see. That's a high shot. No goal. Johnson may be cramping up now. As looking back was Fry. And checking in now is Clemens. No good. Johnson now trying to jog things off. He's on the table to get stretched out. Again, when you have these temperature shifts, you have to be overly hydrated and stretched out. Johnson, as with every game, giving his absolute all. Takeaway by the Cardinals, but that pass may go too far. It does. So a errant pass gives Carthage possession again. Carthage led 11-8. 3 unanswered goals by the Cardinals have tied things in the fourth. It was, again, to repeat, all cards in the first, Carthage in the second, and more like 75 to 80% of the third, besides Cardinals chipping away, staying close, keeping things within reach. Birchfield tries to bounce one in. And another great play by the freshman Murphy. Ground ball. As Holderness able to find it. Mids haven't gotten a lot of action here today. Outlet pass, one time, misplay. Ground ball, up, no good. Carthage maintains possession. And they're actually going to give that the way of the Cardinals. So a point-blank pass missed that would have put Carthage ahead. It seems the harder the shot, the more success Carthage has had. For the short range ones, not quite, but nonetheless tied at 11. First time out of the fourth by North Central. When we come back, more of Period 4 action on the Firebird Broadcasting Network. Welcome back. Firebird Broadcast Network tied at 11 in the fourth. Some outstanding NCAA men's lacrosse from Kenosha. As that's fired too far. 6 points so far for Johnson. He's off the bench. Still not in the game, though. Or he is actually checked back in. My apologies. So Johnson back in the game at 6 points. Birchfield at 5. Stell sits at 2. Nine saves, Raphael. 13 for the rookie Murphy. I will say, if Cards come out victorious, Murphy should have some consideration for Player of the Week defensively, as he has just been challenged early and often to great success. Leading the way point-wise is Rubino with 3, Eberhardt 4, all good 4, Moran 3. And as the shot clock expires, Cards can't get off a clean shot. What a defensive series, or possession, excuse me, by the home Firebirds. But they lose possession. Oh, knocked away, yard sale. As Holderness dropped the stick. As substitutions take place, a lot of winded players. Shot! Goal! Andrew Fry, the Kenosha kicker. Firebirds lead with 9 minutes and 11 seconds remaining in the contest. The go-ahead goal by Fry, unassisted. A outstanding defensive possession we talked about. Then a lost, very quick possession by the Cardinals, set up Carthage to get the go-ahead. Face-off 1, ground ball. Still a ground ball, able to find it for the Cards was Wantabi. Chipped up again, Workman still trying to get it. He gets shouldered over, and that is going to go the way of Carthage. He actually got plowed. And with 8:45, Firebirds 12, Cardinals 11, Battle of the Birds. In CCIW late season lacrosse action. And the defense goes away. Mistimed shift. Birchfield was like, all right, I'll take the shot. Is it the shoes? Back-to-back goals by Carthage. Goes from a three-goal rally for the Cardinals to go from 11 to 8 to tied at 11. 2 quick ones for the Firebirds. Gives them the lead back by 2. Unassisted Birchfield. It was almost a mirrored situation that we saw one of the goals for the Cardinals earlier in the game, when just a lane appeared thinking a shift or backside help was there. It was not. Aiden Murphy just standing stunned as he's like, where was the help on that? One of the easier shots Carthage has had all day. But as we know, the Cardinals can easily get those 2 goals back. So the defense has to play stout for Carthage. Nice dodge move. That one goes too far. And there's going to be a flag. I think defense a little bit too tough by Carthage. We'll see what happens. Coming in, righty fires in, Jack Moran, goal. And just like that, the Cardinals answer back and are within 1. Max Buskey on the sideline for Carthage just threw his hands up on his head. It is truly, I agree with you, Max, the back and forth battle. Goal after goal. Both teams' consistency. I mean, to look at some of these numbers, Carthage, 48 shots, 12 goals, 37 for North Central, and their 12 goals. No penalties since the first. Teams are even at 14 face-offs apiece. 13 saves for North Central, 9 of Carthage. 37 ground balls to North Central, 34 of Carthage. I mean, folks, it is almost as even as you can get. And there's a timeout. We'll take it with them. 7:08 remains in the game. 1 slim goal lead for the Firebirds over the Cardinals. The Battle of the Birds continue on the Firebird Broadcasting Network. Face-off. 7:08 remains. 13-12, 1 goal lead for the Firebirds at Art Keller Field. Workman not able to see it. Clean scoop from behind. Lilga. Gotta watch that backside lane as Rubino. Zone defense by Carthage. All good, able to pick it up. Rubino back to All Good. All Good down, save over the middle. Good job by the one, the only Raphael. Sideline to sideline pass to Stahl. Over the middle, that's going to go the way of the Cards. Right hand cradle to Kuna. Right to left, large gust of wind in the background. it around. Trying to find something low. Good save by Rafael Rubino. Had a low shot, kick save. Flag has been thrown. Another save by Rafael. Playing on his head. I believe it's going to be a cross-check called on Johnny Lane. Waiting for the official call. It is going to be a 30-second infraction. And a man-up situation for the visiting Cardinals of North Central College. The defense needs to step up again for Carthage. If they don't want a tie game, they're looking for a tip, and they're saying Carthage possession. The back judge is calling the tip. So not happy about the call was Smilenick, as he's saying, wait, how come the back official comes running in and he can see the tip, but the closer official didn't see it? But nonetheless, shot! Goal! Fist pump. Rylan McQuarrie. Folks, we are tied with 4:38 remaining. Carthage was about to have a lot of momentum in their favor. Nonetheless, man-up situation taken advantage of after a very close call. Again, from our vantage point, it's hard to tell in the booth one way or the other. You go with the official or the call by the officials, and with the assist from Jack Moran, Ryan McQuarrie ties it up. 26 shots on goal for Carthage, 24 for North Central. 4:38 remain, and we are tied. We talked about how even with a 2-goal lead, Carthage, we talk about how things are getting a little ticky-tack here. Or weren't ticky-tack, but my goodness, with 4.5 left in gameplay, it is going to absolutely come down to the wire. And possession goes to North Central. Rafael, reigning Defensive Player of the Week in the CCIW. Him and his defense need to come up big again. Again, not a lot of penalties in the game, but a costly one. Allowed for a man advantage. Shot saved by Rafael. Ground ball. Sliding down. Rafael has it. And we're waiting to see what the call's going to be. And it's going to be a timeout by Carthage. Timeout. Carthage, 3:42 remaining. We are tied at 13. We'll be back on the Firebird Broadcasting Network. home Firebirds, Carthage, and then the Cardinals, one at a time, 2 goals in reply, now have possession with 3.5 remaining in this thrilling CCIW lacrosse game. Shot! Goal! The go-ahead goal by the Cardinals. Scott Allgood bounced it on the ground, and at one point, what was a 3-goal deficit, Cardinals lead by 1 with a 3-0 rally here in the 4th. What a turn of events! You knew that no lead was safe for either squad, and clearly that's the case here this afternoon. Now the clock is also on the side of the Cardinals, as with 3:13 remain, they have possession. Flag still remains on the field. Not sure if the official knows it's there. So those who are watching at home, I'm sure that was just the wind knocking it out. 45 remaining on the shot clock, 2:45 in game time. This game looking to end how it started, with Cardinals having the advantage. You thought that maybe, just maybe, midway through the 4th, when Carthage had a 2-goal lead, that may have been enough. Rolling, picking it up just before it goes out of bounds was DeCuna. 10 seconds left in the shot clock. Rubino, low, save Raphael. 1 second remaining. We might have a penalty with 1 second remaining. We are going to have a 30-second penalty. And I believe, oh my goodness, shot clock. I believe the officials are going to talk possibly, but by my account, 30-second penalty with 1 second remaining on the shot clock. Now resets to 60. And my goodness, what a... Again, the 2 major penalties that were man up for Carthage has cost them dearly, with a goal against the last time they were man up. And now Carthage gets possession. Trying to take a bounce shot, but nonetheless, that's going to stay Carthage possession, so a huge turn of events. Man up clock expired. 1-goal lead. 14-13. Cardinals, 70 seconds on the shot clock. 1:20 on the game clock. It's going to come down to this. If Carthage can tie, we may have extra. If they cannot, goal! They do! I don't even finish my sentence. Andrew Fry! Fans are on their feet. Carthage ties it up with 71 seconds remaining. The same thing. That is the 3rd time today where the back lane has been open. No help on the backside. This is the 2nd time Carthage has had that advantage. They just walked in, went outside to inside, fired it in, and bang! Tied up at 14. We may have bonus lacrosse unless Workman, who has it knocked away, and now the Cardinals have it right back. So Workman stumbled. Cardinals now. Oh my, oh. I laugh because wide open, 2 feet in front of the goal, was Evan Watambi, and just a too quick of a pass juked him and out of his cleats. Ground ball, 35 seconds. Who can come away with it? Cardinals do. But they're saying that possession's going to go. 30.8 seconds left. Carthage, in an effort to clear. Cards fans not happy about it. 25, 23, 22, 21, 20. Carthage to hold for the final shot of regulation. Standings at stake in the CCIW. Bounce! Saved by Aiden Murphy. I believe a Cardinal on the ground cramping. 1-0, no shot. And at the end of regulation, still on the turf is Rutger Rawlings. Believe he's cramping up as well. Folks, buckle up. Bonus NCAA lacrosse coming your way on the Firebird Broadcasting Network. Four periods wasn't enough as 4 more minutes now on the clock. We're in overtime in Kenosha. The Firebirds trailed by 1 with 1.5 minutes left. Found the equalizer and now in overtime. We shall see who can come out victorious. As the Carthage bench is coming out to applaud their team. Not quite sure if that was an immediate timeout. As the officials are talking, it was. So an immediate timeout by Carthage. 8 minutes in, we'll be back. Firebird Broadcasting Network. Yours truly, Peter Ferrari, honored to be calling this thrilling CCIW NCAA Division III men's lacrosse game. Looking for the outlet pass over the middle, nothing there. Johnson cramped for a portion of the fourth period, back into play, trying to pick up the ground ball. And that's going to go the way. Oh, misguide! That's going to be a goal. He throws the stick 30 yards. What a way to end things. Aiden Murphy slipped. Unbelievable finish as the Cardinals had just gotten possession, jumping in front of the lane with an outstretched stick was a Firebird player. Point blank, bang! And that's gonna be it. That's gonna be all she wrote. And at the end of a quick overtime, Carthage comes out victorious 15-14. Tough loss for the Cardinals after they had stopped Carthage on that opening possession. But again, the field and turf awareness of Carthage to come away victorious on this overtime Sunday afternoon. What a turn of events. Carthage was all but out of it until a mishandle late in the fourth allowed them to find an outside in shot near pipe to tie it up. Then in overtime, a mishandle after regaining possession. Carthage, Andrew Fry, point blank, unassisted, game over. What an amazing overtime game. As we look at some of the final numbers, shots overall was 52-46 the way at Carthage. Shots on goal, 29 Carthage to 27 for North Central. Ground balls, a 9-point advantage. North Central 47, Carthage 38. 14-13 the save differential. One more save for Murphy. He needed one more. Face off 17-16, very even. Slim advantage for North Central. Turnovers 19 for North Central, 13 for Carthage. 2 penalties for North Central, 4 for Carthage, which almost did them in at the end of the fourth period. Resolve and fortitude, and one may even say composure. They weren't out of it at the end. They clawed one final goal in regulation and were able at just under a minute 45 into bonus lacrosse. Andrew Fry, point blank, found the back of the cage to send Carthage victorious. They are now 10-4 overall, 3-1 in the conference. North Central falls to 6-7 and 2-3. What a beautiful way to end things if you are a Carthage fan, but if you are North Central, there is a lot of lacrosse left, and these teams may see each other down the road. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this may be my final call for the season, so I want to thank each and every one of you for tuning into the Firebird Broadcasting Network. It has been beyond a joy and a pleasure calling these beautiful lacrosse games from Art Keller Field at the outstanding campus of Carthage College in Kenosha. And as always, the universe may never be the same, but I'm glad you came. From Carthage College, 15-14 the final in the Battle of the Birds. Firebirds win. Have a good day, everybody.